You and I both know that making food at home from scratch is a million times better than buying it from the store. Flour tortillas are exactly the same. Join me as we go back to my roots in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and we're gonna make the best flour tortillas. Let's go. First things first, you're going to get a medium to large size metal mixing bowl. To that, you're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose unbleached flour, 1 teaspoon of powdered milk, 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Baking powder is what's going to help make these really soft. Use your hand and just thoroughly mix all those dry ingredients together. We're going to add 4 tablespoons of fat. Right here today, we're using bacon fat. And I prefer either using bacon fat or pure lard in my tortillas because it'll give you a better texture overall. If you don't have bacon fat or pure lard, you can always use any other fat. My next choice would be butter. Just going to thoroughly mix that together with our hands until it's the consistency of damp sand. This should take about 2 minutes of mixing. We really want to get that fat incorporated into our dry ingredients quite thoroughly. Now you'll know when it's ready when you can grab a nice handful of your flour, give it a nice gentle squeeze, not too tight, and it holds its shape. If you can hold your flour mix with your fingers without it turning to dust, that's how you know you're ready. And then to that, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of lukewarm water. I use purified water just because purified water. Okay, and we're just going to throw that right in. You're just going to mix it up until it forms a nice ball. We're going to take our dough ball, transfer it to a clean work surface. We're going to work it for about 2 full minutes. You can set a timer to this if you'd like. And that's what we'll end up with. All right, so now that our dough's all kneaded, we're going to grab our mixing bowl again. And we're going to portion our dough ball into golf ball size portions. Now, they don't have to be perfect. For stuff like this, I really don't like using a scale. There's perfection in the imperfect. And we're just gonna grab them once we get them, roll them. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect size balls. And looks like we got 6 of them. From there, we're going to get a damp paper towel, or a kitchen towel is what we have here today. We're just going to cover them for 20 minutes. All right, so now that our tortillas have gotten a chance to rest for at least 20 minutes, now we're going to roll them out. Grab yourself a clean surface or cutting board, a rolling pin, and a little bit of flour. I also grabbed a clean plate to put them on after I roll them out. Cool, so what I like to do is just lightly dust my surface with a little bit of flour at first. You don't have to, some people don't. I like to, that's just me. And we're gonna throw our tortilla right in the center. And we're just gonna press it out flat with our fingers in a uniform circular shape just to get it started. Me, I'm gonna put a little more flour because I can and I will, and I did. and we're just gonna roll them out. I start in the center and I push out. And then we're gonna rotate our tortilla, start in the center and push out. And you wanna kind of just do them in like quarter turns, little tiny turns. And the goal here is just to get it as circular as possible without too many like lumps or bumps. We want a uniform thickness throughout the tortilla is the goal. Now, some people like thinner tortillas, some people like thicker ones. Today we're gonna be going for like a more like medium thickness tortilla. So I'm not gonna roll them out too thin. But if you're looking for like burrito size ones, I would portion them a little bit bigger than a golf ball and roll them out paper thin. This one's not gonna be super paper thin. Like I said, we want a little bit of thickness to them. And that's it. Let's get cooking. So we're gonna get our pan heating up hot for about 2 minutes on a medium-high heat. And that goes for both electric and gas-powered stoves. Once our pan's nice and hot, we're gonna get our tortilla and just place it right on the center there. And we're gonna cook it for about 1 minute on each side. You're gonna start to see bubbles start to form. All right, now that we've reached the minute mark, we're gonna go ahead and flip our tortilla. Beautiful. You see all those beautiful little dark spots? I call that flavor. And then I just like to give it one more flip for good measure. And I'll just cook it again for just several seconds, maybe 10. And that's it. So there we have it, everybody. Fresh made flour tortillas right at home. Now, there's a lot of different things you can use these for, but I'm gonna tell you my favorite thing to eat with flour tortillas. It's just a little bit of butter. So without further ado, let's dig in. So good. So delicious. Brings me right back to childhood. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe button down below. And do me a favor in the comments section, just write out any suggestions for future videos or any other comments that you'd like to leave. It was a lot of fun. Till next time, let's go.